Today, I'm going to show you how to make a map wall. This is Minecraft Java edition 1.16.3, and I've set up everything in this abandoned village chapel. So, I'm going to make a map wall that is 2 high and 3 long, and it's going to take me a bit of time. I'm going to show you exactly all the steps you need to do it. I've already prepared some items I'm going to need in this chest here. We're going to need compasses and paper to make the maps, and we're going to need the cartography table and the crafting table. So let's start by making 12 maps. I have 6 here that I want to make, but eventually I'm also going to want copies. So I'm going to make 12, and you'll see why I want copies a little bit later on. Now I have my 12 maps, and the goal of this is to map out the village that I'm in right now, which is rather large, and the surrounding areas. So let's see what happens if I stand right here where I would like my kind of center of the map to be, so to speak. I'm going to right-click the map, and we're going to see me at the very top left corner. There's my little dot kind of spinning around as I spin around. And we also see that only a small section of the village is being captured in this one map. Now, there are more tiles to craft, obviously, and since we are pretty far south, I'm probably going to put this map right here. But before we do, I would recommend expanding your map so that you can get a nice big area. What we're going to do that is throw some paper in the cartography table with the map, and we're going to get an expanded map. So if we check it out now, I'm in the center, and we have way more area surrounding us. If I go out here, you'll see me kind of uncover the map a little bit too, because we haven't really explored too much. Now, the more maps you add to your map wall and the more you zoom out, obviously the longer this process is going to take. So I've just finished uncovering the 100% of this entire map, and now I'm feeling ready to get the rest of my maps together. So if I want to put this map on the bottom middle tile, and the green dot represents where the map was created, so we're in the chapel right now, we are here. I'm going to need to go north a little bit, and then east and west to get this whole wall filled out. What we're first going to do is put away our excess maps. We'll come back to these later. The next thing I want to do is take all of my empty maps and arrange them in a pattern in my inventory so it makes it easy for me to remember what section of the map wall I've completed. This is kind of just a way to help you understand how many maps you need to do and where you need to put them on the wall when you get back home. Of course, if your map wall is bigger than your inventory, you'll have to get a little more creative, but because we're doing a small one, this should do. Be sure to bring with you all of your paper and a cartography table. You can bring a crafting table if you want to make more maps along the way, but we definitely need to bring our cartography table with us. So I'm going to grab this first map here, and we'll close up shop, and I'm going to go north because this is my southernmost map, and I need to explore more land to the north. So let's run north. And right about when you get to the very edge of the map, where we're kind of falling off the map right now, is where you would think about making a new map to start capturing this unexplored territory. So my little pointer turned into a circular dot, and it's kind of stuck at the edge of the map. And as I get back on my map, it turns back into a pointer. That's when you know it's about time to think about making a new map. So when you're ready, place down your cartography table and open it up. Take out a new map, a fresh map. Now we walk straight north. We didn't need to open the cartography table yet. Take out a new map and then go ahead and right click. And we now see the new tile that we've begun exploring. But remember, we did zoom out the map, the original map, by 1. So we're going to need to do that again. This is why you have the cartography table with you. Put your map here, put a piece of paper in, and go ahead and zoom out your map. So if we look at it again, we now see a much bigger map, and most of it is not yet explored. This is where you would want to continue exploring. Also, as you're exploring, if you want to make life a little bit easier, you can actually take your map and put it in your offhand, and that way you don't have to trip over rocks in the mountains and stuff as you're trying to explore. This is kind of a cool way, if you don't need your shield slot anyway, to keep your map a little bit like Grand Theft Auto, right? Where you have a map in the corner of the screen all the time. This is one way to do that, which is kind of cool. All maps are now completely filled in, and I'm back at the chapel. So let's start putting them where they belong. So if you mixed them up in your inventory, you have a puzzle you need to do, which could be fun if you want to play like that. We'll put our village map here, our main village map. We will then grab the one to the north of it. You can see things are fitting together quite nicely as I do this, except right there. Uh-oh. See? Nice big puzzle we need to fill in. Let's just carry on, and I'll move stuff around as needed. It would appear that one of the maps did get turned around, but that's all it was. It was just the map being turned in a funny direction. But there we go. So we have, actually, the spawn was somewhere near this village, so this is actually a really cool seed. There's a pillager outpost right here. Now, what if, I really think that's cool, what if we want to know where that pillager outpost is so we can go pay them a visit from time to time? Well, what if I told you you could add markers to this map to make it really easy to find stuff when you come into your base and enter your map room, so you remember that, oh, that little brown dot right there represents a pillager outpost. Well, there's a trick to that as well. What you'll need is an anvil and some banners. So be sure to get you some banners, color them whatever color you'd like, and then have some XP as well. You're going to take the banners of your choosing, you're going to bring them to an anvil, throw them in, and name them as such. So let's say we want to name this home because we live in this village, and we want to make sure that we know where it is on the map, even though it's kind of obvious because we live here. And then let's say this is our outpost banner, okay? So we'll name it Outpost. There we go. We found something cool. We were making our maps. We want to remember where it is. So we have Outpost and we have Home. Now, remember when I said we had 6 extra maps and it's really, really important that you make 6 additional maps? What we need to do next is copy this entire thing. Now, there's a few reasons you would do this. This is just a cobblestone wall, so a creeper could blow this up and you lose all that progress. I have 6 more maps. I have my 2 Outpost and Home banners, and what we're going to do is tediously take down each map one at a time and copy it in the cartography table by grabbing one of the empty maps, putting it here, and now we have 2. Now, we can put one back, and this map is identical to that one in every way, and I'm going to show you why this is important. So keep the map on you. Go wherever you want to put down your banner. You can hide the banner if you don't want to see it, if you want your marker to be invisible, but it's a banner. They look kind of cool, so I'm going to put my home banner, how about right here on the fountain? This isn't the fountain. This is just a little market. Okay, well, it's probably the closest thing we got to a town square, so let's put it right here. And we're going to take our map, the copy of the map, and right-click the banner. And you'll notice we now have a little red banner that we're standing underneath that says Home. Now, because this is a carbon copy of the first map, when we come back to the map room, we actually have it already updated. So there it is. Home, right in the center of the village, which is awesome. We're going to do the same thing over at the Pillager Outpost. All right, there it is up ahead. Now, pillagers don't take too kindly to people walking up to their place and dropping banners around them. So, ouch! Yes, I'm already getting shot at. This is inconvenient. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna dig underneath. So I've dug my way, I think, right underneath. I'm pretty happy with where I'm standing versus where the outpost is. I'm gonna take the banner I made earlier, named Outpost, and I'm gonna stick it right here. I'm gonna take my map and I'm just gonna boop it, and there it is, Outpost. Let's, oh boy, let's very carefully head back home. So I have now made it back to the chapel, and there we are. The outpost is officially labeled, and I won't lose track of it unless I keep mixing up my my map. It's very easy to do. So if you had a very big base or you had a big server with friends everywhere, you could go ahead and start labeling things. This is awesome. The banner feature makes the wall map a really crucial thing to have as your Minecraft world grows and expands. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this and found it helpful. I will see you in the next one.